the ALP are in a bit of bother on the front page of the Sydney Morning Herald. Will Keneally have a shelf life in Fowler? This is the really interesting story that is coming out of the Eastern States at the moment. Opinion is split on Kristina Keneally being their MP, but a focus on getting by for many in the heart of the southwestern Sydney electorate. How do you think taking a former New South Wales Premier and parachuting her into a safe seat is going to go down in a post-COVID election?
Well, look, it probably wouldn't have gone down too badly if they didn't have a preferred local candidate.
Who seems wonderful.
Who seems fantastic.
Yeah.
Local Vietnamese community worker, solicitor, I believe, don't quote me on that, has a connection to her family coming from Vietnam to Australia in 1975. So normally it would probably be okay and embraced because Kristina Keneally is quite popular. However, you and I have both lived in Sydney, Jenna. Sydney is a city of mini metropolises like no other place in Australia. And I think the people of Western Sydney want someone from Western Sydney who knows how the place ticks. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be culturally diverse. That's why they love Chris Bowen. That's why they love Jason Clare, because they're from Western Sydney. That's why they loved Paul Keating, because he was the boy from Bankstown. They didn't care that he bought tea tables and wore Xenia suits because they're about aspiration, not patronisation, as we're probably seeing here.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of patronisation, BHP demands net zero throughout their partnerships. BHP, the nation's biggest mining company, has taken another step in the push to slash emissions across its global supply chain, with a new goal for suppliers and shippers to be carbon neutral by 2050. It feels like they've just picked up the McGowan playbook and decided, right, we'll just follow your lead. What do you think, how this will go down across the nation?
Look, I think it's a good signal for BHP. They're signalling to their shareholders. They're signalling to major investment funds. And, you know, the investment community is split. Obviously, people are not going to stop investing in mining. And people are not going to suggest that some of our biggest most profitable Australian companies have to do certain things in regards to emission standards or targets, or they won't get money into them. That's not going to happen. So it's a really fine balance, you know, between shareholder wants, community values, and, of course, what makes the company profitable, which is digging things out of the ground. Yeah,
it's interesting when the big miners sort of they appear to play lip service, but they actually talk the talk and walk the walk when it comes to stuff like this.
It underpins our budget.
Yeah, exactly. Now moving on to the Herald Sun, Vax Law, an exclusive on the front here. No jab, no job blitz extends to health and, heaven forbid, racing. Oh my Lord. Every Victorian healthcare worker must have a COVID-19 jab or lose their job as push for mandatory vaccines gathers pace. All public and private hospital workers, GP and medical clinic staff, including paramedics, will need to be fully vaccinated under an Andrews government plan. And also, Racing Victoria is demanding that all of their staff and patrons be vaccinated as well.